Trump lashed out on Tuesday at the World Health Organization, choosing a new political enemy to attack and threatening to withhold funding from a premier health institution even as a deadly virus rages nations around the globe. That last part, this is in the New York Times, even as a deadly virus ravages nations around the globe. Trump doesn't give a fuck. He is a monster. This is what he said during the daily coronavirus briefing at the White House on Tuesday. Quote, "We're going to put a hold on money spent to the WHO. We're going to put a very powerful hold on it, and we're going to see." End quote. He accused the World Health Organization of having not been aggressive enough in confronting the virus. Trump said, quote, "They called it wrong. They called it wrong. They really just missed the call." In reality, Trump was trying to denounce the World Health Organization for the very fuck-ups that he has committed and his administration has committed. Here he goes again. He wants to blame them, the World Health Organization, this global health organization that does everything it can to control or eradicate these pandemics. Trump, he doesn't give a fuck. Nothing. But it becomes his new whipping boy. He's got to have one. Nothing is ever his fault. Nothing. Public health experts have said the president's public denials of the virus's danger slowed the American response, which included delayed testing and a failure to stockpile protective gear. That's why this Trump fucker has decided to withhold funds, because, like so many people who have this experience with him, they told the truth. They told the fucking truth. And Trump doesn't live with the truth. Trump can't live with the truth. The truth kills him. In fact, according to the Times, the World Health Organization sounded the alarm in the earliest days of the crisis, declaring, quote, "a public health emergency of international concern," end quote, a day before the United States Secretary of Health and Human Services announced the country's own public health emergency, and weeks before Trump declared a national emergency. But this filthy blonde piece of shit, Donald Trump, now wants to blame. He's running out of people to blame. Biden, the liberals, the progressives, this one, that one, over there, and this one, and the news media, and this one. Ooh, how about the World Health Organization? Because they criticized my leadership. You don't have any, you fucking idiot. After saying flatly that the U.S. had decided to, his words, put a hold on the World Health Organization's money, Trump later denied that he had said that in the same fucking press briefing. He said, he insisted wrongly, quote, "I'm not saying that I'm going to do it, but we're going to look at it." That's when a reporter noted that he had indeed said the funding would end. Trump insisted, getting real snotty with the reporter, "No, I didn't. I said we're going to look at it." And moments before he said this, quote, "We're going to put a hold on money sent to the World Health Organization. We're going to put a very powerful hold on it, and we're going to see." This man is fucking crazy. Why is he still in office? The Trump bastard was particularly angry, according to the New York Times, at the World Health Organization for issuing a statement saying it did not support his decision on January 31st to limit some travel from China because of the virus. At the time, the WHO said, quote, restricting the movement of people and goods during public health emergencies is ineffective and in most situations, and may divert resources from other interventions, end quote. And Trump said, paraphrasing the statement, accusing the World Health Organization of not seeing the outbreak when it first occurred, Trump said, don't close your borders to China. Don't do this. Don't do that. He added, they didn't see it. How do you not see it? They didn't see it. They didn't report it. They didn't see it. If they did see it, they must have seen it, but they didn't report it. End quote. This is the leader of the United States. Gibberish, drivel shit coming out of his mouth. Always. In fact, the WHO repeatedly issued warnings about the emergence of the virus in China and the fact that it was going to spread across the world. But what did Trump say the other day? He had never gotten a memo from Azar, from his, whatever the fuck Azar is, in the Trump administration. He never saw it. Health and Human Services. He never saw it. If I did see it, I didn't read it. Of course you didn't, you filthy fucker, you. You don't read. And then echoing a tweet that he posted earlier in the day on Tuesday, Trump accused the World Health Organization of being, quote, very China-centric, end quote. China-centric. And, of course, the bobblehead fuckers who think that he's Jesus' cousin, they're going, yeah, it's about China, yeah. They're China Central, what'd he say? Yeah. What does that mean? Ignorant fuckers. Trump added, that's a nice way of saying it, but they seem to be very China-centric. They seem to err always on the side of China. And if we fund it, so I want to look into it. I'm just quoting the way he says it. The budget for the World Health Organization is about $6 billion, which comes from member countries around the world. In 2019, the last year for which figures were available, the United States contributed about $553 million, or about 15%. As the Times reports, it's unclear whether Trump planned to eliminate all of the money that the U.S. sends to the organization. But the orange fucker said, quote, we're going to look at it. He added that his government would investigate the World Health Organization. They're going to investigate the W.H.O. because, quote, we will look at ending funding, end quote. We're going to investigate them. And as usual, Trump it gives him an erection to find a new target to blame for the pandemic. I'm sure it does. Nothing else gets this piece of shit off except this kind of crap. But now he's got a new target that is a virus that has plunged the whole fucking world and the United States into a health crisis, an economic crisis, that all of his bullshit is not going to ameliorate. The only thing that will help will be science and, I want to say economics, but the economics that we use now are economics designed and geared toward the wealthy only.
Hi, Truth Seekers. Kathy Malloy here. During this global crisis, take care of yourselves and your family. Maybe catch up on your Malloy cast. We are 100% Truth Seeker supported, as you know, and over the last year, we've become a lean, mean, two-person broadcasting machine. We've tightened our belts so Mike can keep screaming into the night because we are committed to this fight. We won't surrender the airwaves or our country to the flying monkey fascists as long as you're joining us around the campfire. And by that, I mean supporting this program by funding Resistance Radio on Patreon. Any amount helps keep it lit and keep the lights on in the Malloy home studio. Patron supporters will have exclusive access to a special patron-only weekly broadcast, which will likely include me and possibly Molly. We also have some nice thank you gifts like an exclusive patron Truth Seeker t-shirt. Visit MikeMalloy.com and click on the big patron link on the main page. You can't miss it, and we can't do it without you.